My jumper to follow is a horse not many people will have heard of. It's called Up and Go. It's a Irish point to win, a point winner trained by Donald McCain. I was lucky enough to be in a muddy field in Ireland before a Cheltenham preview last year, and I watched Up and Go win his point to point. Afterwards he was bought for an awful lot of money. Didn't realise he was going to Donald McCain's, but saw in the weekend of this week that he's joined Donald McCain. He's going to be a really good horse. He'd definitely be my horse to follow. Up and Go.
It's the time of the season that we've all been waiting for. The jump season is back, and my horse to follow for this season is Nicky Henderson's Oscar nominee. I was really impressed with the progress this one made over hurdles last season after being beaten by Cinders and Ashes at Haydock. Won nicely at Doncaster and then caught the eye on his first start over the 2 mile, 5.5 furlongs at Cheltenham behind At a Glance, absolutely flying up the hill. Looks like he'll really improve for a step up to 3 miles this season. Good ground is ideal, and he could make into a good chaser.
Well, I've probably been driving most of you mad on my Twitter feed because about 9,000 horses that I'm looking forward to in the jump season. But number one on the list is the Paul Nicholls trained Al-Farov. Now, I think this horse could really make up into a Gold Cup contender. Look, the plan is to go to the Peterborough Chase for a bit of a rust-removing opener and then go on to the King George and then, well, who knows from there. Now look, the reason I'm going for him is he's a Dom Alco. Now Dom Alco's progeny all excel over 3 miles plus. You've got to look at Neptune Collonges, Sylvain Arca Conti and Grand Cru's most relevant examples. So anything that he's achieved over 2 miles is a bonus. Step up to 3 miles, I think he's only going to improve. He's around 33 to 1 for the King George and Gold Cup, so I just think get involved now.
My horse to follow for the jump season is Inishmian, named after an island from the county I'm from, in County Galway. A horse that progressed rapidly on the flat this season. Indeed, it went from 47 to 100. Has only raced 6 times over hurdles and won a maiden last season. Dennis Hogan makes great strides as a trainer. He has a mark of 117 over hurdles. It looks ideal for the Boyle Sports hurdle, formerly the Pierce hurdle at Leopardstown. And you'd imagine he'd be aimed at some good handicaps around the springtime, such as that, and should definitely be winning races this year.
My jumper to follow for this season, going through, we'll go for an Irish one of Willie Mullins' yard. Not one of his better horses, this is A Up Charlie. A huge horse that's been waiting to jump fences, and he's expected to make that transition this season. He ran well in the Cheltenham Bumper a couple of seasons back, just got going too late. Definite stayer in the making this, and it took Mullins a little while to find the key to him last year. He scored in style though under an aggressive ride from Andrew Lynch on his final start at Leopardstown. Massive great horse, on winter ground, should be some value in some graded races.
My horses to follow haven't been conspicuously successful in the last couple of seasons, succumbing to early injuries, so it's with a degree of trepidation I'm picking up Grandouet this season from Nicky Henderson's yard. He was a fantastic hurdler last season, looking really good when winning the international hurdle, and I strongly fancied him to win the champion hurdle in March, but of course he went lame in February just before the Kingwell hurdle and missed the gig. Apparently he's back to his best now though, is set for a full season, and I expect him to play a big role in the champion hurdle again this season in March and to win a few races beforehand. So that's Grandouet from Nicky Henderson's yard.